In this video, we're covering pivot tables, a fast and powerful way to summarize your data. Let's dive in with a real example. Here we have a table containing a lot of columns and figures regarding sales, unit price, unit sold. Also we have region, salesperson, and category, and some order IDs and the date of these IDs, of these orders. From this table, we can summarize our data. So a pivot table is a tool that lets you automatically group data, make a sum or average values, quickly gain insights from large tables. This is only a sample, a small example, but for sure there are bigger files and tables from where you can extract data and play with the summary of those figures. The good thing is that for this tool, you don't need to write any formulas, so everything is with drag and drop, and it's a very simple way to summarize and to read figures based on different filters or depends on your needs. So in this file, we have a table in our sheet name database, and then we will want to introduce or to create a pivot table based on this table. The first way to start creating a pivot table is to select all the cells in our range, so in our table, or by clicking a cell which is in our table. So Excel will know that automatically should select all the cells to create the pivot tables. So another point is that if let's show the first step. So insert, I will go to pivot table, and the first window asks to select a table or range, but you see that in the first field it's already selected because before open this pivot table window we already select the cells. For sure we can go back and click outside and insert pivot table, and here I need to go to select the cells. The second question is where you want the pivot table to be placed. So in this case, I have two options. First, it's to create a new worksheet, or if I want to use the same sheet, I can select existing worksheet and select our database or another sheet from our file. For this example, we will create a new worksheet. The last question is choose whether you want to analyze multiple tabs. For the moment, we don't need this option. So, first thing, let's see the total sales per region. You see here, you have 3 areas and 1 value field where you can drag and drop each column from our table. In our case, we want to bring region in the rows field, and you see here Excel already create the table for us. So we have all the regions on column A, and now if I will bring the total sales every time when you have values, you need to go in this field named values, and Excel you see, automatically calculate our sum of total sales for each region. Going further, I want to see the category also in our report. So I will try to bring the category into the columns field. And now we see the total sales for each region, but it's the amount splitted by category. So we have in South, for example, laptops, which for 4K, also 2.79K on phones. So the total is 6.79K. So it's very easy to play with the options, depends of your needs. You see, if I will select a cell outside the table, the menu of the pivot table from the right side will disappear. So if I want to bring back, I can also click pivot table, or if I will close it from here, you have here on the pivot table analyze tab, you have the field list button, so the menu will appear. Another point, let's say that we want to see the region, but we need to see also the amount for each salesperson. So for this, I can drag the salesperson into the under the region word in this rows field. So Excel will bring each salesperson in each region, and now I have also a subtotal for each region. So I can right click on the region, and if I will uncheck subtotal, you see that now these rows near the east or north or each other region are blanks. Going back, right click and bring the subtotal here. For sure, we can also play with some filters here in the filters tab. You see, I will play with date, for example, because now the filters are up on the top of the file of the pivot table, and I want to see only the orders, let's say from 15 Jan. You see, from 15th of Jan, we have also Alice in North region with phones of 3K. It's a very easy and also complex way to create reports, create summary for your figures, and to avoid writing a lot of complex formulas. So pivot tables are great for sales reports. Also, you can make inventory tracking or any kind of data analysis.